Welcome to Creative Living, where we help you live your most creative life. I'm Jane Manzuris. Okay, you know we've got baseball season and football season and hockey season and craft season. So today we're talking about DIY projects for the holidays. But before we get started, let's take a look at what's coming up on the show. Easy tricks to turn that bland living room into a cozy space. A new use for teacup saucers that will light up any room in your house. And a craft room craft that will put you in the holiday mood. That and so much more on this episode of Creative Living. The holidays are a time for giving, and I don't think there's any better gift than a gift you make yourself. So today, I am with Julia Perugini, who is from Julia's Cookies, and Julia makes amazing decorated cookies and has her own business. You're going to show us how it's done, Julia.
Thank you.
Talk a little bit about Julia's Cookies. You make custom cookies. Anyone can order them?
Yes, Julia's Cookies is our online bakery, and I sell custom cookies and also have a list of cookies that you can go and order, or you can ask for your custom order.
I love that, and I'm loving these Santa and Mrs. Claus cookies over here, and the Christmas tree cookies for the holidays. Yes. One of my favorite things about you is you've been on the Food Network.
Yes, I did. That was fun.
What show was that?
Was a Christmas Cookie Challenge.
Christmas Cookie Challenge, and you were competing against other bakers.
Oh yeah, it was so much fun.
Did you feel the pressure?
It's a lot of pressure, but it's so fun. You make friends forever. It was very nice.
So you're going to show us how to make icing.
Yes.
So to get started, tell us what we need to make an icing.
Well, so we need sugar, meringue powder, glycerin, edible glycerin, and water.
So just 4 things.
Just 4 things. Super easy. I have the powdered sugar, a little bit of the water, and I'm going to add here the glycerin already. That helps with the consistency and also the color. So if you use the same one that I'm using, you need a quarter cup of meringue powder. Can you put on for me?
Sure.
Number one. Let's go
stir.
slow. Yeah. So you're gonna start mixing, and then I'm gonna add the water. You wanna do a little bit at a time because you wanna control your consistency. So you're gonna have different consistency depending on what you're doing.
Right.
So yeah, so that's gonna mix for about 10 minutes, and then after that you're ready to put the color.
And when it's finished and you get the consistency you want, and then once it comes out of the bowl, you put coloring in it if you want to?
Yeah, you're gonna put in I usually separate in small containers.
Oh, so you can use whatever you want.
Yeah, and if you have the color, so you don't have to color the whole thing.
Okay, cool. So you've got a yellow color there. Later on, you're going to teach us how to decorate these cookies.
Yeah.
And we're going to let this going. Keep going, right? Because it has a couple more minutes to...
You need to go a little bit more.
Yeah. When you're doing cookies, is there a popular style that people request from you?
Oh my God. Being in Arizona, people love cactus. Cactus is one of the best sellers. Llamas are one of the best sellers. And for Christmas, we have the snow globes and the Santa and Mrs. Claus. Those are the best sellers now.
So cute. Do people pick them up, or do you deliver them? How does that work if I want to order?
We can ship, and also we have some delivery, some pickup.
And if I want it in time for the holidays, what's my lead time? How much order time do you need?
Oh, usually I ask people for like 4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks if you can. If not, sometimes we can squeeze in 3 weeks.
That's fantastic. You're a busy lady.
Yeah, very.
I love that. How's the consistency of this doing?
Well, this one now, again, I think I can use a little bit more.
Oh, yeah. Pump up the volume there, Julia.
This one is too thick now. The ice itself is pretty much ready. But now you can control the consistency and, add, a little bit more water if you have to. What if I did something
like this and just...
Look at that. How that tastes.
That is so good. Can we just eat that?
Yeah.
Yeah, out of the bowl.
You can.
I love it.
You have the body for it.
Julia. Okay, stay right here. Julia's going to be back a little bit later on in the show and to show us how to decorate these cookies. Ring in the holidays with a craft that's festive and eye-catching. This craft room crash has us heading to Arnold, Maryland to make a Christmas banner using the Xyron Creative Station. This is Craft Room Crash, and I'm in Arnold, Maryland, outside the home of DIYer Beth Kingston. Now, she says she's the luckiest girl in the world because she gets to craft and talk for a living. So let's go crash her craft room and find out what Beth is making today.
Welcome to Maryland.
Thank you.
You want to come in and hang out in the craft room?
I sure do.
Come on in. Watch the dog.
Welcome to my craft room.
What?
Look, there's room to twirl. When people see my craft room, fairly often they will say to me, "Oh, you're so lucky your husband lets you do this."
This is your dance floor.
Let's do this thing.
How great is that?
I know, right?
Look at this craft room.
This pays our mortgage. So I think people find it hard to believe that there are actually people making a living this way. Because we're a military family, we move probably every 2 years, so I don't have the luxury of built-ins and having everything exactly the way I want it. So to make a living doing something that I love is a miracle, really. This is what a room should be, something that inspires you and makes you happy every day. I don't feel like a craft expert, I just feel like someone who enjoys making things.
So I'm excited to make something with you. What are we gonna make?
Today we're gonna make a Christmas banner because I love me some Christmas. The first thing we're gonna do is paint the little scalloped edges.
And I don't have to stay inside the scallops?
Oh girl, no.
Okay.
So that takes 30 seconds and then we can work on the next piece.
Okay.
And we're gonna run the chipboard pieces through the Xyron machine. What we're doing is turning these into stickers. And now I'm gonna turn the handle and those are gonna go through. Isn't it so fun?
This is the best invention ever.
I know.
This is magic.
All the extra adhesive, see it coming up on the clear plaster right there? And then just throw it on the ground. Then we're gonna cover them with paper. So this is the pattern I want showing.
Right.
This is the sticky side.
Yeah.
You're just gonna line it up. Then we're gonna use the craft knife to cut away the extra. And look, 10 seconds and you got a perfectly cut.
Look at that.
Isn't that beautiful? And then we'll flip them over and run them back through the Xyron machine to make them sticky on the back end.
Did you hear that noise?
And that's the side we're gonna put the zipper trim on. So you take this.
And are you butting it up to the tippy top?
Yeah, but there's gonna be like a little edge right here that we can cut off. Sandwich them together with the painted pieces. You just push, 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 push.
Wow.
Right?
So you can do this all year round, every season.
With scraps of paper, leftover embellishments.
I mean, and look how clever and cute this is. You're just using all the different textures, the different colors.
With everything you've already got at home.
Thanks so much to Beth for having us in her craft room. Now we all know how to make a holiday banner. And that is what Beth is making in her craft room. What are you making in your craft room? I'll see you next time. This is so cute. I'm totally making. Craft Room Crash is brought to you by Xyron. Holds down everything except your imagination. Stick around, there's more coming up on Creative Living. Got a big, bland room to decorate and don't know where to start? Our design expert has advice on how to bring the cozy into your home. And I'll show you how to take pine cones and turn them into the cutest winter decorations. Many homes have great rooms that are perfect for gathering the family, but they can be a bit challenging to decorate. So our design expert has some DIY tips to make your big space feel cozy.
Hello, I am Deborah May Himes. My company is Deborah May Himes Interior Design and Associates, and today I want to talk about how to make large spaces feel more intimate. There's a big difference when you're looking at designing large spaces versus small spaces. You have to put more thought into it. The smaller spaces don't need as much texture, and with larger spaces you do need larger pieces of furniture, obviously, but also larger art, larger lamps, more texture, more pattern. Because if you don't do that, and sometimes a deeper paint color will help with that too, because if you don't take all that into consideration, your large spaces will end up feeling more cavernous. Furniture placement in large spaces is very important. You have to take into consideration conversation areas, and you may have more than one in large spaces. So look at how you're going to use the space. People with large homes often entertain in those spaces, so you need to think about your seating, think about how it will accomplish what you need to under different circumstances. But multiple seating areas is often needed in large spaces. I love the use of area rugs. They do ground conversation areas, they add that pop of color, they add that personality. Area rugs are wonderful because you not only can use them in one space, you can move them later to another space. So it's a simple way to change out and update and refresh. Great rooms are the same as large spaces, so we have to address them differently than if you'd had two smaller spaces, such as a family room and a living room. So your great room has to be very multifunctional because you only have one space now. So you look at your conversation areas, you look at how you're going to be using those spaces. So for instance, you may want to have an intimate little seating area to read your book, you need to watch your TV, you need to have conversation areas. We do need to have conversation areas. And so you may have just a couple chairs around a table where people can have a drink of some sort and discuss today's events. So great rooms are very popular right now, and how you address them is very important so that they will serve your needs in your family.
Chances are, if you look around, you'll see pine cones almost anywhere this time of year. And with the endless ideas to turn them into a cool craft project, don't just leave them on the ground, scoop them up and make something. And guess what? I've got a few ideas to get you inspired. Before you get started, remember, pine cones are a part of nature, and that means sometimes little creatures like to make themselves all comfy inside. So first, you gotta bake the bugs out. Just lay them on a foil-lined baking sheet, pop them in the oven at a low temperature for about an hour or so. And that'll do the trick, and you're all set to start crafting. Okay, first, for Thanksgiving, turn your pine cones into mini turkeys for a delightful table decor. These characters will have everybody smiling before they gobble up dinner. Another great idea is to string your pine cones together using twine to make garland. It's perfect for a mantle or to hang off shelves. Now next, if you have a lot of pine cones, you can make a wreath by simply gluing the pine cones onto a flat base. And just add some ribbon or embellishments to pretty up your front door decor. Now, pine cones make adorable ornaments too. So just get some metallic pipe cleaner, gold ribbon to create angels for the tree. And since the pine cone edges look like tree bristles when you combine a bunch together, make a mini Christmas tree by hot gluing them onto a styrofoam cone. Give it a coat of green paint to finish. Now, if you simply want to make timeless home decor from your pine cones, cut the bottoms off, glue them to a piece of barnwood, and after a little paint, you'll have a beautiful pop art floral wall hanging. And finally, chilly winters mean warm and cozy fires, and these pine cones make the best fire igniters. Now, all you do to prep them is dunk them in melted wax, let them dry, and tie them together. This also makes a great gift too. And remember, if your backyard is filled with pine cones, don't look beyond them, look at them, and you'll see free craft supplies. Because with a little inspiration and a few pine cones, you can make just about anything. Coming up on Creative Living, we learn how to decorate cookies for the holidays. And talk about a bright idea. I'll show you how to make a candelabra from plastic pipes and teacup saucers. We are back with Julia from Julia's Cookies, and earlier she showed us how to make icing for our cookies, and this is what the icing ends up looking like.
Yes, so after you mix the color, you let it sit a little bit. You see how the bubbles come up?
Yep.
And then you just pop the bubbles, and you get a piping bag like this one.
Yeah.
Just put in a piping bag and just start decorating.
So that's the consistency. It's like pudding.
Yeah, the consistency,
Yeah.
you can work with different ones. This one is one I use most of the time.
Yeah. Can I taste it?
It's not too runny. Yeah.
Okay, can we start decorating?
Yes.
Yummy. Okay, we are going to decorate some cookies, and these are cookies that you brought in. They're made.
Yes, we're gonna make sweaters like those, similar.
Oh, cute! Like the ugly Christmas sweater.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, if I'm decorating, it's going to be ugly. So what do we do? What's the secret to decorating a cookie?
Well, so what I would say, get the bag.
Okay. And how do I hold it in my hands?
Okay, so it should be enough to hold. You don't want to put too much icing. If it's uncomfortable, it doesn't gonna work.
Right.
So the tip that I say, put your finger on top
okay.
to give you a little bit more control. Go around your cookie.
Oh.
See? Yeah, if you as long as you go around.
Okay.
See you're good with craft, so you're gonna be good with that.
I was trying.
Yeah, stop right there.
Oh, and then I got this one.
Go to the other side.
Not as good as yours, Julia. Okay.
Well, but you keep practicing.
Do you ever notice when people are making something, they get really quiet?
Not me. I always talk a lot in my house.
Yeah. Are
I
you
even
singing while you're working, like Christmas
I
carols?
sing. I talk by myself.
Oh, look what you just did there. That'll fix my mess up.
Look at that. Yes.
How long did it take you to learn all these techniques?
Well, every time that you bake something, you learn something new. So
Mine's
over
already
the
an ugly
years,
Christmas sweater.
it's not ugly. So go like that. I'm gonna go do in the bottle like that. Same thing. We're doing without the chip. You can use piping chips, but I don't have any chip. Just because I want to show you guys that you don't need buy too many fancy stuff to bake and to decorate the cookie.
Right. So I'm just gonna follow everything that you do.
That's right.
Whoops, that one's a little bit crazy.
That's okay. It's just a cookie. Remember, it's a cookie.
Right. It's
Someone's
just a cookie.
gonna eat it.
I love that. It's just a cookie.
Okay.
That's so cool.
So
Okay.
now get the other one.
Okay.
The color. Which one are you gonna use?
I think I'm gonna go. This is the base color, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So you can go.
Do I want a white sweater or a red sweater? I'm gonna go red sweater.
You wanna
Right?
go red?
Should I do red? I'm so nervous.
I like red.
Okay. So I'm gonna go in what you did. So this is just a little bit less. Oh geez.
Michael,
I see what you did.
You see, your consistency is better because mine is a little bit too thick. So you see how the lines don't disappear? This is the perfect one because you see the lines disappear on their own.
Yeah.
You don't have to be fixing. I'm gonna have to be fixing mine a little bit
I see the
more.
lines disappear on their own because this is what we're doing is we're icing this cookie.
Right.
All
So
right.
you see how you look much better because your icing was better.
I love
So this is not
that.
very good icing, guys. This is a better icing.
Okay.
So now if you want to get the color, the white, and make
Yeah.
just lines.
Lines straight across. Just I want to follow you.
Yeah, but I can't do it mine because I messed up my icing. So you can do it on yours right here.
Just straight across.
Just make lines. I'm gonna guide you for that.
Just lines all the way across. Okay.
Yep.
All
And when you're
right.
doing this step, you kind of gotta work a little bit quick.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's good.
Okay.
So now you're gonna get your stick
And we're gonna go-
down and clean first.
Because then it'll
It's
mess
very
up the
important.
other.
Yeah, you don't want to mess up the whole
Okay.
thing.
I'm gonna just do these really quick. Oh, how cute is this,
See
Julia?
it? Yours looks better than mine.
What a great little trick you just taught us.
This is not even fair. Yours looks better.
This is not an ugly Christmas sweater. This is a delicious, delectable, I can't wait to try and eat this Christmas sweater.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
glad.
Oh, a little heart for you. I love that.
Oh, I love you, you know.
Thank you. Thank you so much for showing us all these wonderful tricks and ideas on how to decorate a cookie.
Thank you.
Thanks, Julia. For more information and to order some cookies from Julia, just head to her website. When we come back, I'm going to add some bling to your table decor with a cool DIY project for your home.
Hi, I'm Kate Longworth. Arizona has a very special place in my heart. I went to both high school and college here, and for years I've been reporting on the local sports scene. I've also made some great memories exploring Arizona with my two boys. As a host of Arizona Living, Your Life, Your Style, I'll be seeking out Arizona's best places and activities and sharing them with you so that you can make some great Arizona memories with your family. Join me on Arizona Living, Your Life, Your Style, only on Yurview.
Home decor has come a long way in this DIY world, so why not up the bar on the maker's game and create a one-of-a-kind candelabra? Let's get started. You'll need a flat top candlestick, PVC pipes, a PVC joint, and PVC corners, and a PVC pipe cutter, 5 small saucers, heavy-duty glue, gemstones, beads, crystals, and any embellishments you like. First, cut your PVC pipe into 4 arms. Next, glue the inside of the PVC pipe into the joint so all 4 pieces are secure and even. Next, glue the PVC corners onto the 4 ends of the pipes. Now, paint the PVC pipes whatever color you want. I'm using white with a glitter accent. Glue the PVC arm piece on top of the candle base. Now, glue all the saucers on top of the PVC ends and one in the center. After it dries, add your gems and jewels and other embellishments. Place the candles on each one of the saucers. And don't forget to put the big one in the middle. I'm using battery-operated candles for safety. And there you have it, an easy yet elegant candelabra. So channel your inner Liberace, Lady Gaga, and Luciano, and let your DIY candelabra hit the highest notes.
Thanks so much to Julia for showing us how to decorate those beautiful cookies. And I can't wait to dig into one of the ones we made. And here are some holiday DIY crafts for you to dig into. Make a child-themed wreath. Buy small children's toys at the dollar store, spray them with gold or silver paint, and then glue them to a ready-made wreath. Attach a ribbon, and you have a whimsical decoration. Make an edible snow globe for your table that doubles as a great party favor. Take a small jar and fill it with powdered sugar about halfway. Add edible items like gumdrops or other candies you find in the craft store. Just don't eat all of the candies before you make your gifts. Thanks so much for joining us on Creative Living, where we merge everyday life with imagination. I'm Jane Manzuris, and I'll see you next time.